JT is still whacking Cardi B on Twitter for some reason. The widow of the Turning Point USA is conducting a halftime show the same time Bad Bunny is slated to perform. The defamation suit that Drake tried to have against UMG has now been tossed by the judge. And Stephen A. Smith is still dragging LeBron James. Okay, all that and more coming up on the Weekly App. Hey y'all, what's going on? What's Google? Hey, it's me. I know I was supposed to give y'all a Weekly App on Wednesday. I'm gonna give it to you Thursday night. Look, this has been some realignment stuff going on. I've just been really thinking and really doing a lot of internal work. Okay, so I just had to be away for a little bit, but we got some topics to talk about. Honey, this might go up to 30 minutes because the topics that I want to get into, it can't wait till Monday. So we're gonna get into it. So we can start off with Miss JT. Okay, she's over here still tweeting at Cardi, still making tweets, child. Let me tell you what the girl said, child. She tweeted, "Ugly B has not shut her disgusting or sucking ass mouth since No Hook got leaked. Okay. When is her honeymoon stage with new BD? Like, go chill and look pretty. Wait, never mind. Just go chill. Purge face." Said the girl had a purge face, girl. Okay. She also followed up with a couple tweets saying, "Spaces is not the studio. Bodega baddie my ass. You chop cheese. You chop cheese." Okay, that's the words from JT. JT, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, girl, your diss record didn't have no smoke. It was not no damn leak. Girl, they played it on Academics. You sent it to Academics to play that shit. Why would you send it to him? JT, just give it up. Give it up, Delicious. You look like a man. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Give it up. Oh my goodness. What are we doing? And I know Cardi's gonna respond and she's gonna go on Space and say, "Lee, let me tell you something about these bitches. These bitches ain't gonna mess with me. They just mad. They bitter." Okay. Speaking of beefs with Cardi, it looks Bia also made a response. She got on this radio station and basically was just talking about the beef, girl. Here's a little bit of what she said. I can't show the pictures, honey. I can't show the videos. Can't share the screen because I don't know how this computer gonna act, child. But she basically fires back at Cardi B for the diss. I'm gonna let y'all listen to this, okay?
What did you initially think when you did hear Cardi's Pretty and Petty? When she is talking clearly about you, she too is addressing it. Were you like, "Oh, this is exciting"? Do you like the competition? How did you view it when you heard it?
I was like, "Oh, I'm glad she got that. I'm glad she felt like she could get that off." But okay. But overall, like, for real, I knew it was coming because this is rap. I'm competitive. So like, I diss you, you diss me, but you diss me, I diss you. It was like a thing that we know what the reasons were and why it was all happening. So I like, it's part of the game.
Right.
It doesn't really make me feel no type of way other than it's not true. There's things on there and what am I supposed to do? Keep rapping with Partisan? I gotta let that go. But I'm not gonna keep going back and forth with you and the writer for over and over. This is a year later.
Ooh. And I think you took, even with her song Pretty and Petty, you kind of, I don't want to say made light of it, but you use it in your promo, right?
Yeah,
like where you're like, clearly she's talking about you. Does someone know 5 of your songs? You're using that to promote the album, posters. Like, it didn't, I don't want to say hurt your feelings, but it didn't seem like it did that to you.
I'm super, like, I'm a Leo, so.
What does that mean?
Like,
Tell me.
We're like real unbothered. Like, we really don't, if it doesn't affect my day to day.
Okay, girl. I mean, look, Bia has all rights to respond. I mean, I was hoping it would be like a counter diss. I don't think she's going to get in the studio anymore. That joke was kind of funny. Like, how many more times am I going to beef with your writer? Cardi did talk about it. She was going to respond, child, on her Spaces. This is essentially what she said.
And now bitches want to act all innocent because you want to know why? Because you see you can't fuck with me. You can't fuck with me. Then you can talk about I'm not going back and forth with party when your biggest record The bodega record is a reference. I have the reference on my phone. A man going word for word, bar for bar. So y'all can't even play me with that writing shit. I got the whole lot of money record. That shit was sent to me first, and I dubbed it. The fuck I am. And now bitches want to act all innocent because you want to know why? Because you see you can't fuck with me.
Okay, yeah, so I'm just reading the comment because see, at first I was like, okay, who cares about who got the beat first? But it's whoever, I mean, the conversation is about writing. But if she's saying she got part of the verse from It's a Whole Lot of Money or whatever song she's talking about that Bia had, that Cardi had first, Bia, are you writing? Now I'm gonna need Cardi to send the receipts because I don't know about that. I don't know. I mean, I know Bia's many things. I don't think Bia has writers. I think she writes her own stuff because the stuff that she comes up with, yeah, I could tell she wrote it. But Cardi, you gonna have to come up with some receipts, child. I don't know what's going on, honey. Anyway, I mean, since we're on the topic of Cardi, we could just talk about this damn interview that Offset did with freaking Keke Palmer, child, and just how Keke Palmer's kind of was getting a little dragged. Let's get into it. So he did a sit down interview with Keke, and the question that a lot of people was talking about was, did you smash Sweetie like during the situation? You get what I'm saying? And this is what was discussed, honey.
Was it true to you and Sweetie?
No, man. It was a rumor, man, and I feel like it was something deeper than that for the split of me and bro. It was something deeper than that. You know what I mean? It was something deeper than that. I don't really want to touch on, but it's something deeper than that. I think that was just like that was a thing that was a bug that I heard. I think people was trying to tear my situation down in that situation. And
you think there were business people that were plotting on you both?
For sure.
Yeah, and they were creating you guys, stopping you guys from being strong so that y'all couldn't go together against that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then, because I would be seeing I would be seeing headlines, and we men, so we don't play those games. We don't even know how to do that. And so it was just like, okay, that was a weird thing, though. That was kind of crazy.
Okay, so he said it never happened, and Sweetie never said that it happened, so we don't know. We don't know. We know that Sweetie was Quavo's girl, you know, and that caused a bit of a rift or whatever. Or as he said, it attempted to cause a bit of a rift. My whole thing is, Keke, why, if we gonna have him on, why we ain't gonna ask him the questions? Like, why you holding this girl hostage with this damn marriage that you still are going on with? And I have my feelings how I feel about Cardi, but I mean, I get it. His album is out. He's doing his media circuit, touring around different shows and stuff like that, talking to him. Keke Palmer is a person that curates thought, not in a way that's like journalistic, in a way that she's a celebrity that talks to other celebrities, and she kind of gives them a good little, okay, we're gonna get into it a little bit, but we're not gonna get into it all the way. I mean, people was dragging Keke, saying, girl, like, why ain't you want to interview Cardi? Why you gotta interview Offset, child? Cardi probably was like, nah. So she was like, all right, well, I'll go to the next best thing, child, your husband. I mean, Keke, look, I would have loved to see Keke challenge him a little bit on the questions about the ex-wife or soon to be ex-wife, whenever they're gonna goddamn get a divorce, who knows? It's up to him to sign the papers. But I don't expect I'm not trying to say I don't expect journalistic integrity from Keke. It's just, I know she's not that type of curator, okay? It's a cutesy little conversation that she's having with her celebrity peers and this, that, and the third. That's just basically what it's going to be. Like, I had no hopes that she was going to give it to him straight and give it to him how he needs to be given to. That's just where we are, right? What did you guys think about it? Tell me what you guys think about that in the comments. Now, speaking of journalistic integrity, child, because Carlos King also got hit with that too, because they was coming for him. So he recently did an interview with Matthew Knowles. Okay, that's Beyonce daddy, if y'all don't know, child. And in the interview, the most viral clip from that interview was when he asked Matthew about Beyonce and Alicia Keys' Lost music video for Put It in a Love Song. Say you love me, but I love that song, child. I think that was the only time they collabed him. But apparently they had there's clips of a music video that never came. They did it in Rio, and Carlos King asked the question. I'm gonna let y'all listen to this, okay?
What happened to the Alicia Keys and Beyonce music video and a love song? Where is it? Mr. Knowles.
Which video?
Mr. Don't try to mind trick me, Mr. Knowles.
What are you talking about?
The music video.
What song?
Girl laughing too much.
Say you love me, put it in a love song, put it in a love song. Put it in a love song on Alicia Keys' album. I want to say I shot in Brazil. We saw a little glimpse of it.
So I get a phone call because I'm not a micromanager. And they're in the projects hood ghetto in Rio. And Sony hadn't paid the gangsters.
Oh, Lord.
And they had to be helicoptered out of there. A whole lot you don't know, young man.
If I can show the video, child, he is just, oh my God.
Yeah. It's a lot that people don't know.
Dead air.
Thank you.
What I got fired on CBS, child. That so much that girl Barbara Walters would never. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people saying there's not a lot of journalistic integrity when it comes to Carlos King. Mind you, from my understanding, Carlos King went to school for this shit. He's been a reunion host for I think of the R&B Divas and other shows that were on, I think TV One, if I'm not mistaken. And he has his own shows. He got the Hustle. Why was I about to say Hustle and Flow, child? He got his show on. He got his reality shows. This moment, it just was like you had a moment to really discuss like an artifact in media. You get what I'm saying? Like a historic moment. You get what I'm saying? Of what the hell happened to this music video that we were supposed to get that we never got from these two ladies in R&B. Very popular at the time, and Beyonce is still popular. So yeah. And like you were just like, oh my God, what they're in. No follow-up questions. No. Okay, so what's going on? What happened? What's going on? It's a lot that we don't know. Could you divulge a little bit? Even if because Matthew Knowles is the type, he's a wild card when you get in interviews with him. Some of these people, you'll sit there and ask follow-up questions and they'll be like, oh, I can't discuss it. Or I think you need to take that part out. So maybe he was just trying to be strategic and not try to get him to the point where he wants you to like exclude this from the final cut of the interview. And celebrities, and even though he's not really like a celebrity, but he's a family member, a prominent family member of a really big celebrity, so he is kind of famous. It's not the same how it is before. Like these celebrities have certain type of criterias. There's certain, like you cannot get up on there and be on your Wendy Williams no more. Like a celebrity will walk away and tell you to delete the entire interview. So I think that we need to give Carlos a little bit of grace, just a little smidgen, but I would have loved for him to attempt, right, to ask some type of follow-up question. Come on now. All right, let's get into some of these heavy hitting topics. Okay. Now this is some new news to me, honey. So the judge tosses out Drake's defamation lawsuit against UMG over Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us diss song. I saw it coming. I was just gonna wait until the news came out. So I'm gonna read this little excerpt and I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts. This is from the Neighborhood Talk. Shout out to them. But it says that according to TMZ, Drake just took a legal loss regarding his lawsuit against UMG. Legal documents reporting claim the defamatory statements in Not Like Us are non-actionable opinion, meaning that he can't sue them over the lyrics in the song. If you recall, Drake took legal action against the UMG for releasing and promoting Kendrick Lamar's diss track where he referred to Drake as a pedophile. Drake claims that UMG was aware of Lamar's statements and were false. They were aware that the statements were false and defamatory, but still decided to financially back the track. While dismissing the lawsuit, the predicing judge stated, in quotes, even accusations of criminal behavior are not actionable if understood in context. They are opinion rather than fact. In other words, the claims are part of a rap diss track, not a factual news report, so a common person wouldn't mistake them as facts. The court has also mentioned that Kendrick's pedophile line was a clapback in response to Bar tailor-made freestyles. So, I mean, the judge threw it the fuck out. He saw this damn lawsuit for the sham that it is and the cowardness. Like, can we just talk about how, Drake, you are a coward, okay? And we've talked about this on many episodes beforehand. I'm not going to get all the way into it. I'm just here to deliver the news. This is the weekly app. But I'm so glad that this got dropped because you were in a rap diss. You lost. And my whole thing is, if you were the one that looked like you kind of won this rap battle, would you even try to sue him? You get what I'm saying? And for you to sit there and say that, oh, well, you promoted the song, or you like, what they gonna do when he dropped the song? I mean, like they gotta ban it from the damn sites? Yeah, no, it's Kendrick Lamar. It's not a Associated Press. You get what I'm saying? It's not. He's not a person that delivers the news. He's a rapper. Okay, so let's be very clear. This was never going to go nowhere, and I don't know why you even thought to do that. That's clown shit. And it's a lot of clown shit that be going on over there in OVO and all in YMB and all that. Y'all some clown ass niggas. Like, I can't believe you thought you was actually gonna get something with this. What? You didn't even get a settlement. Oh. Much love to that judge, child. You made the right decision. Now, speaking of people that are just, girl, come on now. Stephen A. Smith, child, he is such just a stunt queen. Okay, so first of all, I guess LeBron James was sued by a Los Angeles Laker fan for about $865 after mistaking a Second Decision Hennessy advertisement for his retirement announcement. Okay, so here's the thing. So it's this longtime Los Angeles Lakers fan was claiming that the NBA star owes him like $800. The 29-year-old says that the Hennessy advertisement tricked him into believing that he was going into his retirement. In the ad, LeBron is alluded to be having a big decision to make, and then this prompt to Garcia to purchase tickets for the person that's suing him for $432, believing that it would be the last game he'll see of LeBron James. And so it was just for an advertisement for some liquor, honey. But you know what? Stephen A. Smith made a response too. I think that the lawsuit one is stupid because it's just, okay, well, you got a ticket, go have fun. Like, what you suing him for $800 for? Are you crazy? But Stephen A. Smith made a response to this thing. Let me show you what he said, y'all.
As hell, it was cringy. It was all of that. We know this. You're promoting an alcoholic beverage and trying to give people the impression that this could be your final season, that you might end up retiring. And so one other person joked and they said, that's like Jordan. Compare that to Jordan saying, oh, I'm back. What if he had said, no, I'm teasing you, and then it happened to be a Hanes commercial? What if it had been something like that? And that's what this was the equivalent of. In the end, I don't understand why the second greatest player who ever lived, a four-time champion, a four-time league MVP, one of the greatest players who have ever lived, would stoop to trying to garner attention for himself other than trying to win a damn championship. I want to be in Southern California come June. Are Lakers gonna win? Lakers gonna be in the picture.
That's what he said, child. He's another cornball, just lame, just late, and just sassy as hell too, child. Like, if I have to add insult to injury. Stephen A. Smith, he is not over LeBron James checking him at that game or wherever they was at or whatever, child. He is still butthurt about that situation. Look, you got pressed. Now every little news about LeBron James, you just got something to say. And now you all the way up Jasmine Crockett ass because you want to be on this pro-Republican or pro-right fucking show. Stephen A. Smith, stay in your goddamn lane. Stay in sports. We don't want you in politics speaking on things that you have no idea about. Like I said, just a cornball ass nigga. Like, that's all I got to say about that. Tell me what y'all think about that in the comments. We can go into some more, I wouldn't even say serious because, girl, this is so unserious. So, the Turning Point USA announces that they are doing an all-American halftime show that will also go on during Bad Bunny's Super Bowl performance. Let me just give you a little gist of what's going on, child. Now, the nonprofit co-founder by the late Charlie Kirk and now led by widow, Erica Kirk, is planning to do its own Super Bowl halftime show the same time as when Bad Bunny does his Super Bowl halftime show, okay? Now, the organization announced this on Thursday. They say in quotes, "We're thrilled to present All-American halftime show." This comes after the announcement that Bad Bunny will be performing. Details about the event, including who will be performing, have not been shared. However, on the event's website, one of the sign-up questions asks, "What type of genres do you prefer?" And those type of genres that are listed is anything in English, Americana, classic rock, country. They got hip hop. Oh wow, very surprised they got hip hop. Okay, pop and worship. Yeah, and I think they started a petition to remove Bad Bunny. People are not happy about Bad Bunny performing. I had to sit with it a little bit. I was like, okay. I mean, I get it. I get it. Like at this time, it's very important that somebody like a Bad Bunny should perform at the Super Bowl, just off the strength of what's been going on in this country. Just a lot of tomfoolery and just a lot of just bad things that's happening with it when it comes to people that, that are of that demographic. For her to sit there and be doing this, I'm gonna just be honest, ain't you supposed to still be grieving, girl? You doing all this shit except for grieving your damn husband, late husband. Girl, girl. Okay, all right. You gonna do a halftime show? Who you gonna have perform? Some low grade, right leaning artists? You gonna have the same dude that did the first Trump inauguration? Child, what was that song? That song that was from Shrek or some shit like that? Who you gonna have? Who you gonna have perform? Okay. Anyway, we're gonna be watching the Super Bowl halftime show. I'm gonna just be sitting there. Yeah, I love the beat. But girl, it's not that damn deep. Oh my goodness. People are so adamant about this performance, child. The last halftime shows weren't like, okay. We just gonna play it by ear. One more topic that I wanted to get into actually was a topic that was on TikTok before I get up out of here. And I think we are gonna hit the 30-minute mark, but that's fine. But this TikTok creator, which is that goes by the name of Donnie, right, went viral a couple days ago. And I'm saying this topic because I want to reflect on it. We're going to share a clip on this on TikTok, but I want to reflect on what was discussed and what was talked about. So basically, this TikTok creator talked about, as all, or many TikTok creators, they do a story time, talked about their experience about this guy that they met at the club. The guy introduced himself to his friends. The thing about Donnie, and we're going to have a picture shown up. Donnie is a femboy, okay? And the man mistaken Donnie and they were talking and texting for a whole week. They ended up planning a date. And on that way to that first date, in the car, the man had asked Donnie if he was a man, to which Donnie said yes. And the man did a U-turn and dropped Donnie back off home. Okay, very innocent, very whatever. And I'm gonna play a little bit of what Donnie said, child. We ain't gonna play the whole thing. We're gonna play a little bit of it, but this is what Donnie said, child.
Just had a man pick me up for a date. He asked me if I was a man in the car. I said yes. This man turns around and takes me back home. Now, this is a very prime example of somewhat fragile masculinity, but also dishonesty. Not on my end, but on the end of the suitor. I met him last Friday at a club when I was out with my girlfriend. At some point, we duck off, we're talking, we're chatting, we're dancing, we're like really having a good time. We're throwing banter back and forth, we're being flirty, all these things. Mind you, I'm flat-chested as fuck. I am not a woman. I'm just a very beautiful man. Proceeds to kiss me, XYZ, right? Has been texting me every day since last Friday when I gave him my number. He proceeds to tell me in the car, I don't really know how to ask this, or I really just don't know how to bring this up, but are you a man? And I looked at him and I was like, yes, I am. I'm just a very feminine man. He pulls over and I just want to sit over and just like kind of talk about this for a second. I've never been in this position before, so I'm just like not really sure how to handle it. I had an inkling of a thought, but I didn't want to ask you and you be offended if you were not. However, it's just not something that I'm into particularly. And I think that's part of a bigger conversation as it relates to Black men being interested in just feminine energy, period. He proceeded to apologize and I'm so sorry. Like, I just felt like I needed to get this off my chest and at least just ask. But if I'm being honest, I was just like, okay, yeah, that's fine. No harm, no foul. Like, it's all good. He said, is it okay if I just turn around and take you back home? I'm like, absolutely, yes, please. We sat there in silence as he like did it.
Yeah, and it goes on to that. So this video went viral, and a lot of people was talking about it. A lot of people, and I made my video about it. Okay, and I may have came in a little bit fiery because of people's responses, because I didn't like what was said. It was a lot of people that were saying, "Oh, well, that's very predatory behavior." He was being very respectful. This person should be ever so lucky that this was the outcome, that he just dropped you off home and that he didn't attack you or worse. And that's kind of where I came in and was like, yeah, no, what we're not going to do is this. What we're not going to do is this is not, and then see people making it about a trans thing. See, these trans people be tricking these men, these trans people. Mind you, this is not a trans man. This is not a trans woman. This is a man, or you would say androgynous, or a femme presenting, gender non-conforming, because he's got the long hair and is more on the feminine side. For people to sit there and make this about a trans thing and say that, oh, see, that's how y'all be tricking people. No. And then for the people saying that at the end of the day, gay men need to take some type of accountability, because I will say this. I don't think that looking back, right, and fully looking over what was said in the first initial video, I don't think that the man that Donnie is discussing is fragile masculinity, or exuded that at that moment. Because yes, in many cases, fragile masculinity is cursing you out and getting volatile. That's a fragile masculinity right there. That's a perfect example. So I think that using that verbiage should have not been used, but I think that Donnie was in the moment. However, I'm sorry, I don't have to. I don't care what you think I am when you look at me when I walk into a room. It is not my job to decipher or to let people know that, hey, my name is Darren, I'm a man. Hey, my name is Susie, I'm a woman. Hey, you get what I'm saying? When I'm walking into a room and I speak, yes, I speak into my perspective, even if I was like Donnie and a little bit passing. You get what I'm saying? I would still feel like I don't need to tell y'all motherfuckers who the fuck I am. If you want to ask, you ask. And that's what he should have did. And the fact that they sat there and text for a whole week. They text for a week. That couldn't have been the conversation on a phone call. Hey, I just want to ask this question before we get into this. Are you boy got Adam's apple? The shoulders are broad. I mean, when you look at videos, it ain't passing on the body. It was passing on the face. The mug was mugging. Okay, it was definitely passing. But girl, like, stop. And this is what my issue is. These be knowing. These boys will sit there and act like they didn't know. They'll act dumb and dense, especially when they done did some shit, meaning get volatile. They want to sit there and claim, oh, a heat of passion because I didn't know, and this, that, and the third, and I was tricked. And some of these dudes get away with that shit. No, y'all be knowing. These niggas be knowing. And stop acting like, as much as women will sit there and say that men be lying, this is the only time, this is the only scenario where no men is truthful in this situation. This is the shit that was pissing me off, child. And that's just what I have to say about that. The fragile masculinity part, I think he was a stand-up guy for just saying, hey, I'm not really into this. I'm just gonna take you home, this, that, and the third, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Also, y'all coming for Donnie because Donnie took it to TikTok like everybody on this damn app didn't have a story time one time. I think I had a couple story times, even though I don't do that shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, everybody has a story time. You get what I'm saying? And Donnie has the right to it, but also Donnie got the backlash in the people talking about it as well. So that's, everybody's in their right to say and do whatever they want. But it's when we say the verbiage of like predatory, y'all be so ready to call us predatory. It's when I heard that, it just made my skin crawl. I'm sorry, I'm just being real honest. It just made my skin crawl. It's, what are y'all trying to say? And then the fact that y'all was saying, oh, well, you need to be lucky that was your outcome. You need to be lucky that was your outcome. Because if that was fragile, then you would have been. It's almost like, it just seemed like almost like y'all want shit to be like that's expected to how people should be acting in a scenario like this. So I just think that it was very weird. I spoke on it. There was a couple people in my comments saying stuff, and I was going back and forth with them people. So I don't care, child. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. But I just thought this topic was an interesting topic to bring on here, child. I want to know what you guys think in the comments. And that is it for the weekly app. As far as the Darren Green show, child, I mean, there's a lot of topics that I talked about. We will monitor from now until Sunday to see, and I will let you guys know, because there really wasn't a lot to talk about. Nothing really like that I want to sink my teeth in to do like a whole hour talking about. So we will definitely see if anything updates. So see you guys later. Bye.